Hey everybody, today we're going to focus on the self-care reset. Push the button. Align your mind, body, and soul. Now, most of you know, if you're following me, that over the past few days, the conversation has centered around self-care. What it truly means, why it's not selfish, and how it influences every aspect of your daily life. So today's message may sound familiar, and that is intentional. Repetition is key to lasting change. So think about your earlier years in daycare or elementary school. You went over the ABCs consistently every day. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We learned it until even today, if you are interacting with small children, you can engage with that repetitious ABC song. We also know that what gets celebrated gets repeated. And this is what we're doing now. I'm just repeating what I've already told you in the past 3 or 4 sessions about the value that can be found in self-care. We also remember that activity flows and progress grows. What is reinforced becomes reality. Now, for my participants in the Power of 10 Challenge, those of you that might even be considering joining in the next round, this is just a reminder that self-care isn't about feeling good in the moment. It is the foundation for success. When you build that foundation, layer that foundation until it becomes solid, you're going to benefit in the long run, not just doing sporadic self-care things. Do something that is going to be sustainable. I want you to understand what true self-care is. Again, I'm going to repeat. Self-care isn't an indulgence or a reward. It's a necessity. You're not rewarding yourself when you take care of your body. You're taking care of something that is valuable, something that is not replaceable. So, when you're thinking of occasional pampering, no. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something that is sustainable, long-term, and it becomes the second nature, like brushing your teeth. Something that you do every day, and your body comes to expect it. What actually happens is that it is misunderstood. People hear the word and think, is it a spa day? Am I going to take vacation? Am I treating myself for a special reason? Yes, you're treating yourself special because you are special. So, to be true, self-care is loving the body you're in. It's about mental clarity, emotional resilience, and physical vitality. When you self-align with self-care, your mind is clearer and focused. The body is more energized and strong. Oftentimes people will say, I wish I had another 5 minutes. You have more than just another 5 minutes. You just have to be aware of where those minutes are and how to capitalize on them. The spirit is at peace and grounded when you take care of yourself. Now, let's take a moment and talk about reflections. When was the last time you genuinely prioritized yourself? When did you put yourself first? Write in the chat. Was it yesterday? Was it this morning? Do you plan to do it tonight? Or you just don't know? What about on a scale of 1 to 10? How aligned do you feel with your body now? How aligned do you feel with your emotions now? How aligned do you feel with your body? Do you feel as if you are in control? If self-care is the foundation of everything, what is one area where you know you need a shift? I want you to take a moment and take a deep breath and write down one self-care habit you know that needs your attention, like right now. Write it down in the chat. I also want to talk to you today about self-care misalignment. How do you know when your self-care is off track? Honestly, misalignment doesn't happen overnight. This is something that has been building over time. And the signs are there, but they often get ignored. I'm going to get to it. But here are the 5 warning signs of self-care misalignment. 1. Constant exhaustion. Your energy is completely depleted. No matter how much rest you get, you still crave for more. 2. Emotional instability. You feel irritated, reactive, or disconnected, and you don't know why. Number 3, overwhelm and burnout. Even simple tasks appear to be overwhelming. I've got to make the bed. Ugh. I need to wash clothes. Ugh. I need to prepare dinner. Ugh. I need to wash my hair. Ugh. I need to take a bath. Ugh. And 4, loss of motivation. There's a lack of excitement in the things that you once enjoyed doing. And finally, number 5, there is that physical discomfort. You have the headaches, you have the tension, you have the body fatigue, and any other stress-related illness. I want you to realize that these are not random occurrences. They are messages from the body and the mind that is saying alignment is needed. I'm going to guide you into some exercises that can help you become aware of what you can do for your self-care. Are you ready? I want you to close your eyes and take deep breaths. We've already talked about this in an earlier session, and it's called block breathing. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Let's do that for maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Ready? Breathe in. When you focus on your body, you're checking out those areas where you feel tense and tight. You can check in with your emotions when you're doing your box breathing. What was the strongest feeling that you felt at the time? It is here that you can answer, what do you need most in this very moment? So if you're feeling anxious, before doing anything, do the box breathing for about 1 or 2 minutes. The body will speak. The question is, are you listening? Now, let's get back into self-care alignment. You've got your breathing activity that you can do anytime when you're feeling anxious. You'll hear people say in situations where there's danger, breathe, breathe, breathe. So reclaiming alignment doesn't require massive changes, but those changes that you make are small and powerful. They make the biggest impact in the shifting. Now, here's how you reset your self-care. Create a daily check-in routine. Maybe every 2 hours, every 30 minutes, whatever you feel you need. Check in with yourself and ask, what do I need now? You may find yourself staring in the refrigerator knowing you were there 2 hours ago. If you have not put anything in the refrigerator, if you have not removed anything from the refrigerator, most likely what you're going to see, if someone else hasn't disturbed anything, is the same thing that you saw 2 hours ago. Just ask yourself, what do I need today? What do I need now? Release pressure and guilt in whatever it is that you're doing. Self-care isn't a reward, it's a necessity. Say that several times throughout the day. Self-care isn't a reward, it's a necessity. And you want to simplify your self-care. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs to be consistent. Remember, I said if you drink coffee in the morning, you can do some twisting exercises in the morning. Just twist while you're waiting for the microwave to finish, or if you're waiting for the drip to finish. And you want to protect your energy. Boundaries are an act of self-care. Saying no to someone is not being selfish. It is taking care of yourself. Now, can you create a self-care plan? You certainly can, and you certainly should. I want you to take a moment right now and write down one boundary you need to set. Maybe not answering your phone until 8:30 in the morning, or not looking at your phone until 8:30 in the morning. Do not go to your bed with your phone in your hand. One simple self-care habit is to implement this one thing this week, whatever it is, whether it's your phone, whether it's going into the refrigerator, just eating because you're just bored. Find one habit that you can change and work on it this week. Just one, not 10. We don't want you to become overwhelmed. Just choose one thing and see if you can do it. And one thing to let go of that no longer serves you is going to bring you an abundance of extra time, extra awareness, and perhaps a little more energy than you had before. I don't know if you are aware that there are 3 pillars of self-care alignment, and I'm going to tell you what they are. Those 3 pillars are: 1, mindset self-care. It all starts in the mind. Your thoughts shape your reality. So shift from I don't have time for self-care and rather say I am worthy of care and rest. Not that you don't have time, but you are worthy of it. And when you feel that you are worthy of something and you value it, you will go after it with all your might. Number 2 is emotional self-care. You can journal, you can meditate, and you can do some reflection. All of these things help process emotions instead of suppressing them. You can see what you wrote down instead of rehearsing it in your head thousands and thousands of times. Just write it down. Get it out of your system. And then there is physical self-care. This is movement, resting, and nourishment. Honor the needs of your body. Instead of sitting with nothing more to do but sitting and thinking maybe negative thoughts, get up and move. I'm going to tell you something that is as simple as going into the kitchen and filling a glass with water, pouring it out 10 times, but be aware of what you're doing. Fill the glass, empty the glass. Fill the glass, empty the glass. You're trying to free your mind of nonsensical things, or you're freeing your mind of things that no longer serves you. Another exercise that you can do, and this is very, very powerful. Get you some index cards and write down these affirmations. Or you can write affirmations of your own. Put some in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in the bedroom, in your den, in your relaxing area, so that you can focus on some positive things. And here are a few affirmations. I honor myself by making self-care a priority. I honor myself by making self-care a priority. Taking care of me makes me more effective in everything I do. Taking care of me makes me more effective in everything I do. And the last one is, I give myself permission to rest, reset, and recharge. I give myself permission to rest, reset, and recharge. Now I want to do my champion recognition for those participants in the challenge. I want to give recognition to Top Dog Sales, whose journey has shown that self-care isn't just about personal wellness, it enhances professional success. He speaks to us from a sales perspective. And those of you who are already following him and taking into stride what he suggests, I'm sure you're seeing some improvement in what you're doing on YouTube. A special spotlight goes to Keisha's motivation and money journey. She embraces the emotional self-care and is proof that prioritizing mental well-being leads to clarity and strength. I want to give a round of applause to Melody Colbert King. Her dedication to self-care has been remarkable. She may have gotten a later start than some, but her journey shows that small changes creates massive transformation. A well-deserved highlight goes to women majoring in their marriage. She is proving that self-care strengthens not just an individual, but also helps with relationships. And last but not least, there is CEO 369 Consulting, whose leadership and self-care alignment is truly inspiring. He has a regimen that is very powerful and not necessarily one that everyone can embrace, but hearing him talk about it is very exciting. His story proves that when self-care is prioritized, success follows. Now, it's time for you to take action. I want you to identify one small self-care habit that you can commit to this week. What's coming up next will be more about alignment. How will you hold yourself accountable? In the Power of 10 challenge, we have 10 people rooting us on. And what did I say about success? Things that are applauded gets repeated. So if you've heard something today that you enjoyed listening to, please like, subscribe, and join the conversation. The Power of 10 will start again in May. If you're interested, please leave a comment below and I'll put you on the wait list. Remember, self-care is the foundation for everything. And when alignment is in place, success in all areas of life naturally follows. If you're still here with me, I want to say thank you so much for staying until the very end. I hope this series of self-care has been beneficial to you. If there is something that you'd like for me to speak on in the future, know that I am here to be whatever you need from me. This is why empowered living is so important. You can't have an empowered life without taking care of yourself. Find time to breathe. Find time to relax. And do not feel guilty about taking any of these things. These are not indulgences. These are things that you are deserving of. It is something that you're saying to your body, I appreciate you, body, and I'm here to serve you as it continues to serve you in a good capacity. Until my next post, I want to say, leave your comments, your feedback about anything that you've heard today. Talk about whether you enjoyed the music, the visuals, the content, whatever you like. I would love to hear from you. Until then, I'm Dr. Priscilla of Empowered Living. Bye for now.